Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Shelly Hall. I am the customer success manager here at Mote, and I am just so excited to show you everything that we've got going on the last couple of months at Mote, and we're calling it Mote 2.0. And it's going to be some good stuff. So I hope you're ready to listen up. And I have my friend Britt here, and she's going to introduce herself as well.
Yeah, I'm Britt Horn. I'm a Mote ambassador leader and an instructional technologist in North Fort Worth. Shelly and I are coming to you both from the same area. We're longtime friends and just happy to share Mote together tonight.
Yeah, kind of quick background story with me and Britt is we used to work together at a district but nearby, and Britt is still there, but I transferred over to Mote. So now we still get to work together. So it's pretty cool. So we are going to introduce you to Mote 2.0 today. And at first, though, I'm going to show you a video that our CEO created on just a little bit of the why and the background behind our story and kind of why we're here and how we got here. So quick listen. It's about a minute and a half, and then we'll hop back on.
Since launching Mote in 2020, we've been on a journey alongside millions of educators and learners to discover the power of voice to make learning more accessible and human. Your real-world stories and feedback have consistently shown us the power of voice within the classroom and also where we need to do more. So today, I'm incredibly excited to announce Mote Read Aloud. We've reimagined our Chrome extension to help every student to access and engage with digital content, no matter their learning needs. Mote Read Aloud is the biggest upgrade we've ever made to the Mote Chrome extension, and that's why we're calling this latest version Mote 2.0. With Mote 2.0, anyone can access high-quality text-to-speech, to read aloud any web content, to record voice notes more seamlessly than ever, and to translate both text and audio in more than 50 languages. And all of this works right where you already teach and learn in the browser, across web pages, Google Workspace, and soon within PDF documents. We've also heard from you about the importance of knowing how students are using instructional supports, and that's why we'll soon be providing data and AI-powered insights that can transform your understanding of instructional and intervention decisions. This is just the beginning. Over the next 12 to 18 months, we'll be introducing many new intelligent features to make learning even more personalized and engaging. So thank you for being with us on this journey, because together we're making digital learning work for everyone, or as we like to say, speaking to every learner.
Okay, so that was Will, if you have never heard him speak. But he just does a great job of telling us the why behind this and why we've decided to bring in this Read Aloud. It truly reaches so many students. And Britt, I know you can speak a little bit about it. She is in the classroom still with students and teachers and being a coach. So she has a little bit of background. You want to share what you've seen so far?
Yeah, our district has been partners with Mote for years now. And honestly, like our usage of it has evolved, especially with Mote 2.0. We've been piloting the Read Aloud features for a few months now. It went from student creation, like adding audio to Google Slides. Shelly remembers the days that was so exciting. Now it's more the accessibility. So being able to have access to anything that you need, you'll see in just a little bit. The read aloud features, the translate features, it's just breaking down barriers and making learning easier for all ages and kids of all backgrounds. So it's really been a game changer, especially in the last few months.
I like how you said back in the day, it's fun to see the timeline of what Mote has evolved to be. You're right. I remember when we were sitting in a room and being like, oh my goodness, this puts audio onto Google Slides. And now there's just so much more, but we still do have the same good old stuff that we used to with Mote, and that's not going away. That's still staying the same. It's still evolving to be better, but we're just slowly starting to truly think about what students need and what kids need and what is best for them. So we're just keep on adding to our little toolkit here.
What I love about Mote too is they haven't changed the simplicity of it. It's still very user friendly, even though the functionality is increasing. So it's really nice. It's not cumbersome. And I feel like you're just going to see how easy it is to use tonight.
It is. I completely agree, Britt. I actually think that our new toolbar and sidebar is the new sidebar is actually, and the tools that are in there are very simple and very just easy to use to where you don't really have to explain a lot. I know that you're gonna explain it here in a second. And Britt is gonna do a awesome demo for us and just go through what each kind of tool in the sidebar is. And then I think you'll have a better understanding of what all this Mote 2.0 is all about. So Britt, whenever you want to get started, let's dive in.
All right. I think you may have to share my screen there, Shell.
Okay.
Let's explore the power.
No. Let's see. Work with us for a minute. Okay.
Here we are. All right. So Shelly was just talking about that amazing new Mote sidebar. And here are the different tools that you're going to see. You've got the play page feature. You're going to see all these demoed. That's where anything on the page can be read aloud. You've got the select area tool. And what I love are these tools don't just work in the Google ecosystem. You're going to see them on PDFs, in Canvas, in Canva, on web pages. So they work everywhere. Then you've got Create Mote, which is the great Mote that we love, where students
original,
have their voice.
The OG that we're used to. So none of that is going away.
That's so true. It's just funny that now that's just one tool, you know,
I know.
in the whole sidebar.
I know.
And then you've got the translate feature, which is really cool. And these are just some pictures on the side of, yes, our teachers just using this and loving it, and it just being accessible to our kids. So play page, you can see it working here on the screen within a Google slide. You can see that there's a highlight that goes over the words. This is on a web page, but you're here on a live webinar and you want to see it live. So I'm going to open up a Google Doc here, and I think you should be able to hear us. Shelly, you can let me know if you hear okay. But when I click play page, it's going to start from the top.
Butterflies are some of the most colorful and fascinating creatures on Earth.
I hope you could hear that.
We heard it. We heard it.
It's a very human-like, easy to digest voice. That's one thing we love about Mote. You can't always change the voice. I've heard people have different preferences. This is Ava. She's one of the voices I love.
This is hilarious, but Ava has been our most popular voice so far. But yeah, Britt, show that you can, how you can change it. And then you actually can change it to, like, say you were in the UK and you wanted that UK, accent, not the Texas accent, then you can change it to that too. And there's guys and girls, and it's it's very human-like.
It is. And you can even change the speed. So if you need it to slow down or be a little bit quicker, you can change that too. And what's really cool about the Read Aloud tool is wherever you go on the screen, that little play button will follow you. So now
the life of a butterfly begins as a tiny,
and I can choose where on the page I want that to be read aloud. So we love this new Read Aloud tool. It just makes
sense.
Yes.
It just makes sense. That's a great way to put it. It just makes sense.
It's simple. It's easy. It's like a little partner. I think someone mentioned that in the earlier webinars that were all really great. That might have been you, Shelly, but it's just a partner right there ready to help you.
I agreed with them.
Yeah, I love that. This second tool I think is my personal favorite. I think it's your personal favorite too, Shelly. I love this select area because you're just selecting what you need. Very rarely, I feel like, do our kids need the whole thing read aloud, but they might just want a section. And you're even seeing an image right now. This is within Canvas quizzes. So this is an embedded resource that normally you wouldn't be able to have read aloud, but with select area, you can have this read aloud. And that's true with the embedded resource and the questions. And I'll even show.
It's so helpful in Canvas quizzes, and just on any PDF or anything that there's so many times that my students needed just a certain thing read aloud, or they would ask me, Miss Hall, can you read this to me? Well, of course I can. And I think that's where we were talking about having a buddy, instead of teaching, having to walk around and read aloud so many to students. Now you have a buddy next to you. That is the Mote toolkit, Mote sidebar.
You're exactly right. And how, like, teachers want to be everywhere at one place, and like all the places at one time.
Yeah.
But you can't. You just can't.
Impossible.
Yeah. So right here, this is actually just an image. You can see this isn't text on a Google slide. It's an image. I'm going to choose that select to read feature. I'm just going to choose one word.
Antenna.
And there it is.
Antenna.
Really easy to listen to. And we actually have a PDF pulled up as well, because man, I know that PDFs are just, it's really cool that it reads a PDF because our kids are using these all the time. So I'm just going to select area here.
At each stage, the butterfly looks completely different, and
So you can see in the,
it's good to mention too, Britt, that the voice goes along with the words as well, which is really, really helpful, an accessibility tool for students to use daily. It's just a good kids come first and it helps us. So that's pretty cool.
I love that you mentioned that. I forget how awesome that is for them to follow along, especially for your struggling readers, you know?
It is.
And then it will work. I won't demo it here necessarily, but it works in Canva. I mean, all of your platforms, select area is going to be a win. You're going to love it. It works really great.
It's definitely my favorite for a reason.
Exactly. Since you could hear the voice, we won't have to play the video for you. You got the live voice here.
In our earlier webinars, just so y'all know, our voice wasn't working whenever whoever was sharing their screen, our voice didn't work. So that's what we were talking about. But we have figured it out and it's doing awesome.
Yeah. You have to hear the Mote voice. It's the best.
Yes.
So the other tool, you've got the record option here, which is great. This is the Mote that we know and love. Still, so many of our students are using record. So I'm going to come back to that. But before doing that, I'll show the translation feature. I'm going to open up this Google Doc that we had earlier, and I'm going to come back and open my Mote extension. And all I have to do is select the text that I want translated and then choose the translate tool. Now, I know in Texas, we have a lot of language actually in our school district, but we have several bilingual Spanish campuses. So I have Spanish chosen here. Once again, you can change the speed. You can change the language, over 50 languages, which is pretty incredible.
It is.
And then after you choose, you can have that read aloud in Spanish. So we'll go ahead and listen to this here.
Las mariposas son unas de las criaturas más coloridas y fascinantes de la tierra.
That sounds really great. Yeah, I would not be able to read that off to a student if I tried. So definitely breaking down some of those learning barriers with the translation. I just had a teacher the other day that said, man, I have this one student that just moved in. I need to translate this and then copy this page so that he can have it for tomorrow. And it's just with Mote, she was able to do that without having to stay extra and try to make extra resources for that one student.
So wonderful.
Yeah. And then lastly, that record tool. I think one of the biggest features, you know, is just the fact that students have speech to text with the record Mote. So record is still the same as it's been. But I can say this webinar is amazing and I can show you something cool. It's going to capture my transcript and students can just drag that on the page. So this isn't a new feature by any means, but it's worth showing that that record option is still very, very
it is a newer feature within the last 6 months. So Mote, again, just keeps evolving and getting better and better. So that was something that we had introduced months ago, but before all this Read Aloud, but it's still not from the original Mote OG. So still new.
That's a good point. Yeah. And then lastly, I know that Shelly demoed this in an earlier webinar, and this isn't something that just released, but I would say it's the biggest time saver for teachers, and that's Mote Read Aloud in Google Forms. So if you haven't seen this, buckle up because your mind's about to be blown. We used to record every single question and answer choice with Mote, or before that, record a whole video of us reading these forms.
It was so cumbersome. We had to transfer it, make it an MP3. I mean, it was just so much. It kind of talks to my age though when I say that. So, oh well.
True. There's people listening that get it. They get it. But when you click on Mote within your form, look how easy this is. All I have to do is turn on text to speech. I can also allow for translation. And when I click add text to speech, my form is going to be completely every question and answer choice can be read aloud. Now, you don't see it here because I'm in the edit version, but I'm going to get this copied, published link that my students are going to see, and magic is going to appear.
Look at that. those little magic buttons.
Yes. So then I can just read every single question and answer
1.
choice.
What happens when the setting changes in a play?
And you can also hold down on this button and you can pick a language and have that read aloud. So,
That translation piece and speech to text to speech is just amazing.
Pretty cool. Dutch, just because.
Eins, was passiert, wenn sich in ein...
Oh, yeah, that's what that says.
Yeah, that's how I would have said it. But yeah, it's just been a time saver because you can have a regular version of a form plus one that has all of the accommodations that you might need. And it's just the click of a button for a teacher. So
it really is just good stuff. Good stuff, Britt. I think you demoed all of those so wonderful. I hope that you're on the other side of this listening to this demo and thinking, whoa, this is so simple, because it really is. It is very simplified. And here at Mote, that's what we're going for. We don't want to make things harder. We want to know that students and teachers alike can get these tools and get on with their day and get those accommodations done, and just what is best for students, making it happen in the classroom, which I know is your number one goal. So I hope that you like all of these. Britt, can you go to that other, to the slides below it?
Sure. Oh, yes.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, I want to talk to you about the Mote community. This is something that is near and dear to my heart. It just allows teachers and coaches to get involved with our community, and you get to collect badges if you want, but a lot of times you don't want to do all of them, but you would just want to learn about accessibility, or you just want to learn about Read Aloud, whatever it is. You can pick and choose how you want to be certified in our Mote community now. Alex Isaacs, if you do not know him, he has done a wonderful job of putting so much time and effort into this. I just wanted to give a little bit of a shout out, but it just looks really, really good. And you also can it's a community where you can speak back and forth to other people that are in the Mote community. So you can just start knowing what is happening. And we're going to post more things in the Mote community too. So if you have not joined the Mote community that is on Circle, please do that. I think you can definitely get some benefit out of that and get certified. You can post on your socials, however you want to do that. But I think it's a really good thing to get done.
You know what I love about the community, Shelly, is sometimes I just don't think of how to use Mote. Like Stacy Roshan mentioned how she has her kids go back and listen, like play back the writing that they've written. And I was like, oh, what a great use of playback. And even though it's a simple tool, just hearing ideas is really nice.
The other day when she mentioned that was brilliant. So she uses it for like editing with her students. And so they will write something and then they will go back and listen to everything. And that's how they edit it. Gosh, that was brilliant. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And got that from the Mote community. So please get on there and take a look at all of that good stuff. The next page, Britt, I think you have control over. Nope. Oh, I think we got rid of the screen.
Oh, do we need to share again? Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
Yeah.
It's the last webinar of the day.
It is. Britt, there we go. Okay. There we go. But I do not have control over that. So the next page.
I don't know if I have the same ones that you guys shared earlier.
Okay. Well, no worries. No worries. We're really just talking about, there was some questions that were on that, but I know one of them was about PDFs, but I think that we answered that question from before, that yes, the PDFs, you can do the select tool to have the PDF read aloud, but in the near future, our goal is to be able to read a PDF just like you do the play page. So that is in the works and is coming. And then I know another question that gets asked often is about Translate. So a lot of times, if you were a Spanish teacher and would you want your students to be able to translate everything so easily? Probably not. So in the Google form, you are able to toggle on and off that option for Translate. Within other ways, though, at this time, you cannot toggle the translation off. It is that toolbar is there for them. But in the near future, again, we will have it where a teacher in her classroom, she can toggle that on and off for them. But that is coming in the works. It's just not there yet. But I know that there probably are some questions that I didn't get to, but please reach out to us at any time. My email is shelly@mote.com. It's super simple, and I can answer any questions that you have. And oh, yes, Alex, that is a great question. Can we use Mote Read Aloud with blind and visually impaired students? And it's crazy enough, but we are able to. So if you have the Mote accessibility, we are certified in the Mote as Mote. We took the steps to get certified about last year. And if you use on a Mac, if you use the Shift Command M, then the toolbar, the sidebar pulls up, and then you can toggle between those different tools. If you are in a PC, I think it's Shift Control M, and you can do the same thing. So if you have visually impaired or blind students, then they are able to use these accessibility tools as well. I know that more is coming up with that in the near future as well, but those are some good accessibility tool options. I don't know. I think that we are done. I know we have about 5 minutes left, but I hope that you got some good stuff out of this, and I hope that if you're watching this now or if you're watching it later, then you've learned some great things about the new Mote 2.0. Britt, do you have anything else to say that you want to add?
I would say tell your friends that Mote has changed, because I know people that like Mote, but I'm like, no, like get back in and see all the changes, because as of Monday, it's brand new. So although they might have loved Mote in the past, like they're getting a whole new tool. If you're an instructional coach like me, train your people, send out all the resources, tell them visit Mote, because your mind is going to be blown. Like you have no idea. Some of our teachers have been using tools that now have been tools that met a need, but now they're like, oh, that's within Mote. I'm like, yes, it is. Like you could just use Mote for that. So share the love, because
share the love for sure. Well, thank you everyone for joining in tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and let us know if we can do anything else for you. Have a good one.
Bye.